I feel like concealer is one of the most misunderstood makeup products. A lot of the time people use one concealer to do 3 different things: brighten, correct, and lift. And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. It's also why your concealer can end up looking heavy and grey under the eye area. So I'm going to break down exactly how you should be doing these 3 things. What's the difference? How do you do it? What do you use? What's the different, like, what do you use? Different concealers? Do you need different colors? Like, let's talk about it. Let's actually talk about it and go through it, and I'll show you as well. Because there are actually 3 different purposes for concealer: brightening, correcting, and lifting. Once you know when to use each one, everything becomes a lot more kind of like streamlined and cleaner and softer as well, and everything just sits right. Now, if you do like makeup explained properly like this, then please do hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell button so you don't miss my next video, because I really go in detail about everything, and I would love it if you could just show me a little bit of love in return. So moving on, let's talk about brightening concealer. This is when your eyes look tired. This is why you need a brightening concealer. Most of the time it's because you're dealing with dark circles, or you look tired on the under eye area. Now, I'm actually going to be removing my eye concealer, and I'm going to remove it on the one eye, which is actually quite dark at the moment, and I'm a little bit puffy there. So that's here, because I did actually get my micro needling done the other day, so it's quite red and dark, puffy. Can you see that? Wow, it really is. Okay, so let's just add a little bit of eye cream there. I know this is not exactly the most like amazing way of doing it in terms of like removing it with a wipe. So we want to brighten this. That's what we want to do here, because if I have an under eye area like this, which is a little bit red, puffy and grey and tired, I want to brighten it. That's my main priority. The lifting isn't necessarily my main priority right now, it's the brightening. The correcting isn't necessarily my main priority, because I don't feel like I've got a super dark circle. I feel like it's just kind of like tired looking and puffy, and that's why brightening is more important to me. Using a brightening concealer is not just about the colour, it's about your placement and your technique. And it's also what can make your skin on that area look more awake, more fresher. Now, for brightening, what we want to use is a concealer which is just a touch brighter than the skin tone. So what we're going to use is my Tarte Shape Tape in 35N medium, because this is a little bit brighter than my skin tone. And the placement that we're going to use is not actually very close to my lower lash line. So what we're going to do here is just add a little bit there. And I'm also going to add a tiny bit there. So I'm not really fussed about the lifting right now. This is about the brightness. Now, if I were to apply it just here and then just here, I'm going to get good coverage, but I'm also getting the lift, and that's primarily what I'm focusing on. But I don't want to do that right now. What I really want is to be able to cover that area and brighten it. Let's now get my beauty blender. We're going to spray that. That's my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I just bounce it on the back of my hand just so that it's not overly wet. Right, now what I want to do is I've let that kind of sit there for a little while. I want to start buffing it in, but I want to make sure I'm really getting that nice brightness. So the colour is making a difference and the placement is making a difference. Now, I don't want to blend up into the lower lash line, because that's going to give me a very like mask-like finish. I want to really focus on the groove of the eye. The actual under eye area. Very light bouncing. Just focus on that area. That's what we want to do. We want to brighten the area up. We've already got that nice brightness there. Look at the difference between that and the other side. Right, now I'm going to just swivel the sponge around so that where the concealer currently is on the sponge, it's not going to be touching my under eye area, like really close to my lash line. I'm going to stretch my eyes up so that I can really get under there. But this is only kind of like really softening the edges. Right, now we're going to go here. And we can very slightly lift, but that's not really, like I said, my concern. I just want this brightened. I want the brightening effect. If you want more of a lift with it as well, then you take it up a little bit higher. Now, I am really happy with that because I feel like I've got that nice brightening effect to my under eye area. And the minute I set that, which let's go ahead and set that, I'm just going to use a pressed powder to set that. So we're going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. Sorry, it's called Airbrush Flawless Finish. Got my Real Techniques brush. And let's press that in so that you can see what it looks like. Because I always feel like once you apply powder, it changes the way concealer looks. Do you see that now? It's nice and bright. We've got that brightness there. That's really what we focused on here, is the brightness. And we've covered up that kind of like puffiness. It looks awake, it looks fresh. Now let's talk about correcting. This is when there's like real pigment underneath. Now what I want to do here is take off the other side. And no, I haven't miraculously got like a super dark circle to be able to like work with here. But I will actually create it so that you can see what it would look like. So let's get like a eyeshadow, something dark. Let's get this black from this eyeshadow to really kind of darken this area. Really get it buffed in. There you go, we're dealing with a dark circle now. Okay, so now this is where we want to use something which is going to correct the area. Now I'm going to be using a color corrector and a concealer with it. Now correcting is not just using a color corrector on its own, it's always using a concealer with it, because otherwise you're just left with a really weird pigment on your eye, which is neutralizing the color. Correcting neutralizes the color you're trying to hide, and that's where the color corrector comes in. It cancels the darkness before the concealer even comes into play. But concealer is also very important hand in hand with the corrector here, because your concealer needs to kind of almost hide the fact that you've got a color corrector on, but it also needs to kind of blend in nicely. So you can't just go for a brightening concealer and think that one concealer is going to help with this as well, because it could end up looking too bright with a color corrector on. So what we want to do is use the color corrector to brighten this area first. So I'm going to use an opaque color corrector. We're going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Vanish in 3. This is like a bright orange color, and we're just going to dab this color corrector on top of the darkness. The trick here is not to cover the whole area, it's just to kind of go over where you have the darkness and pat it in, and it's going to cancel out that darkness. See that? It's cancelled it out, but now we're left with an orange area. What we want to do now is use a concealer which is closer to our skin color, but also not exactly the same. So it's just a touch brighter. Whereas the brightening concealer we used here is probably, I would say, a shade lighter than my skin tone. Now what we want to do is use something which is just not as kind of like bright, but also not exactly the same color as our skin tone. So we want to go for something like, let's use this. This is my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in Natural Beige. This is very slightly kind of brighter than my skin tone. Now what we want to do here is apply this to the back of the hand. We're going to get our sponge, and then we're going to go into this concealer. And we're not actually applying this directly onto the skin from the wand. What we're going to do, that's nicely buffed into this sponge. What we're going to do is just lightly press over this color corrector. And make sure you really buff it in to the sponge before you buff it into this area. And what this is doing now is helping that color corrector to kind of not look so obvious. But also not overly brightening it to the point where we've brightened it on the other side. It's very nicely kind of settled down. So now what we want to do is set that. Let's set that, because as I said, it always changes the way it looks. We're going to go into the same powder. See how that has got rid of that dark circle, right? And it also doesn't look as bright as the other side, you can tell. So this side actually doesn't look as bright, but we've corrected it. See what I mean? You really want to apply a thin layer when you are correcting concealer, basically. So when you're using a color corrector on your skin, you want to go in with a very thin layer of concealer, and the easiest way to do that is to put it on the back of your hand, buff a thin layer into your sponge first so that you're not directly whacking on a whole load of concealer, and then you're going to create a veil of concealer on top of the color corrector that you've got on. Now let me explain when you need to use color corrector. If you're dealing with blue, black or grayish kind of undertones on the under eye area, so I created that with the eyeshadow, just a false illusion, and that's when you want to use a color corrector. If you're dealing with pigmentation and if you're dealing with deep shadows, then you want to use color corrector because you really want to just neutralize that area, the color that's there. Now, you don't want to use too much color corrector because when you are correcting, if you put too much of that color corrector on, you're going to make it look very heavy and it can crease easily through the day. What you want to do is apply such a thin layer that you can almost still see through to the skin, but it still neutralize that color underneath. That's how much you want to apply. And I wouldn't go over with a super heavy concealer. Something like the Too Faced one is actually a really good kind of, I would say, thickness and coverage because it isn't over the top and it's not too heavy for the under eye area. Now I go into things a lot deeper on my Substack newsletter called the Beauty Breakfast Club. So there's a lot of stuff on there like problem solving for beauty, little tutorials, product reviews, new product releases that you might not see on here, a lot of wellness and fitness on there too. So head on over there and subscribe. There's a community of nearly 8,000 people on that and it's growing rapidly. It's free if you want to go for the free version. That gives you access to some of the site. So you have partial access and there's a new newsletter every 2 days. If you go for the paid version, that's going to cost you the same as getting yourself one coffee every month, but it is going to give you a lot more than coffee because you get to unlock the entire site, so you've got access to everything, including however many years you've missed, which is a couple of years now. And you also, which is my favorite part, you get to join the group chat, and it's a community of people who are like-minded, who love beauty, love wellness, and we all actually chat about all this stuff together in this group chat. I'm in the group chat, so if you actually have any questions, you can get them answered there. I will answer your questions there. So head on over and subscribe to that. I'd love to see you over there. Okay, so let's move on to the next placement, which is lifting. Now we're going to take the concealer off on one side again. Let's go over here. Okay, I think because this is like, I've taken this off twice now, I need to add a little bit of eye cream there. Just using my MAC Hyper Real eye cream. There you go, let's let that settle down. Okay, so the lifting concealer is not really about trying to hide anything, it's more about the lift. It's about the direction and the placement. It's very strategic to lift the area up. So it's almost like, I would say, a part of contouring a little bit, so it is a way of contouring. There are different ways that you can apply this in different areas that you can apply this for lifting. So it's not just the eye area. For the eye area, it would be like the outer part of the eye. It can also be used around the mouth area to lift that area too. So there's a lot of different things you can do with the lifting. Anywhere your face naturally turns downwards and you want to change that, you can apply concealer in a very strategic way to lift the area. With lifting, you're basically visually lifting the face. You're kind of raising certain areas to look more lifted. You're redirecting light because that lightness in the concealer is redirecting where the light bounces off of, and that ends up giving you the illusion of a more lifted look. You're not layering a whole load of products on top, so this is about being very strategic. Okay, so let's get our concealer. I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape for this. This is really about using something which is a little bit brighter because you do want that light to bounce off of that area and to give that lift. It works way better when you use a slightly brighter concealer. So we're going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape, and I am going to be applying this right there, and then right there. We're also going to do this here because I'd say that's part of lifting when it comes to concealer. Okay, now we're going to leave that there for a second. We're going to get our sponge. We're going to spray this. We're going to start with this. You're keeping it in that area, but we're just going to bounce over. You really want to keep this sharp. There you go. Now I can still see a line there, which I don't want. So what I do is I flip the sponge over and I bounce on top of the line so it softens it, so it doesn't look so obvious. See that? So we can still see that lift, but that line isn't so obvious now. So now we're going to go here. This part here primarily helps to cover. All right, so this will help you to cover your dark circle. Now this here is what's going to really help with the lift. Keep it sharp. It doesn't matter if you can see that line like that. That's actually good, because once you've got that line, you're going to flip over the sponge like we did earlier. You're going to go over that line and it's going to soften it. Do you see how that has lifted the area immediately? We've got that there, we've got that there. Now let's actually press the powder on so you can see how that changes it and just almost like stops it from looking so obvious. There you go. See how we've got that really nice lift there now? That is the difference that strategic placement can make. Over here, we've just got the concealed, the corrected area, right? So we've corrected the under eye area, we haven't focused on lifting. So you can see all of this, it's fine, but over here, we've really got that lift. That is how much of a difference it can make. It's pretty amazing, right? Now you can use all three together if you want to. And the way to do that is basically using every technique I used, but together. So as you saw, for the brightening and for the lifting, we use the same concealer because you do want that brightness for the lifting as well. If you want to do the brightening and lifting all in one go, you do exactly what I've done here. You can add a little bit more to this under eye area here if you want to brighten that even more. If you want to do the correcting as well, what I would suggest is apply the color corrector. You're then going to go over with your concealer, which is not so bright. You are then going to use the brighter concealer to lift here and to lift here. That's how you would use all three together. If you want even more everyday beauty and product breakdowns, then head on over to my other YouTube channel. It is all about beauty and fashion, and I think you're going to love it. Let me just go through a couple of mistakes that I think people make when it comes to concealer. And that is, number one, using far too much concealer on the under eye area. You've seen that I didn't actually use a whole load. Number two, I think applying it very close to your lower lash line gives you a very horrible mask-like finish, and it just looks very unreal and very painted, and it isn't natural, and it kind of wipes away all of your dimension in your face, so you've got no structure. Number three, I would say another huge mistake is actually setting the area with powder without removing the creases first. Inevitably, you're going to get product build up in your creases, and I would take that out before you start setting. I think when you use concealer based on what you're trying to achieve rather than just piling it all on, you get a much nicer, fresher, lifted, youthful finish, which isn't heavy or cakey. I think the very easy way to explain it is it's not about using more makeup, it's about using it properly, using it in a very strategic way. So I really do hope this has helped you today. Let me know if you have any questions. Everything's listed in my description if you want to head on over and grab them. Click on the links and it'll take you straight to it. I'm excited about the next video. Don't forget to like this, subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss my next video, and I'll see you next time.